Awesome. Okay, so last week was Leaders Retreat. If y'all don't know that, I'm sure you do, but lots of fun and exciting things were announced. So much going on right now. Guys, I just want to encourage you, if you weren't at Leaders Retreat, to put that on your goal list for next year. Like, it really is an amazing time. I know I was messaging with people the entire time that they were there. Numerous people, new people, people that hadn't been there, had been to everyone. People, it was their first one. And just being at corporate events makes you see how different of a company we are and what an amazing company we are. And so whether it be from, getting to be in a smaller environment with the executives, or just hearing from different diamond speakers on stage, or, different testimonies, to bonding with sidelines and making friends. Like, it really is an amazing, amazing time. Like, I hate that we don't get to go because it's such an amazing time. It's so fun. So if you don't know, if you go to Hawaii, then you either go to Hawaii or you go to Leaders. And so a lot of us aren't there anymore. And so, but it's such an amazing time. It's one of my favorite events of the year ever. And it just really was good. So anyway, so we're going to hear from 2 or 3 people later that were there and their takeaways. But I just want to kind of go over through a few things that are going on this month. It is end of the month. And so we want to make sure that we're communicating with everybody on our team, wholesalers, people just order sometimes, about some of this new stuff. Because a lot of times when emails get sent from companies, like, I know I have an email like that just comes from companies, and I just go delete them every day. I never look at them, right? And so we want to make sure people know about this. First of all, right now until the end of the month is the incentive. The sign 3 and you earn $150. Sign 6, you earn more. Sign 9, you earn more. And so I know that lots of you are close to that. So that is a huge, huge deal, because that's $150 on top of the other bonuses you get for signing ambassadors. So that is amazing. Also, re-rank is going on. Now, re-rank does go through December. You can re-rank to from your paid rank last month. You can re-rank every position up to where you are. And so, like, I know Ariel had a gal yesterday that re-ranked silver and gold. So she got 2 re-rank bonuses in the same, bam, there you go. And a lot of times, guys, that might happen because if you don't have any active level 1s and then you have 3, that may mean you get more points and stuff. And so it really, make sure people know that, because sometimes it literally is getting somebody to go in and order. They don't have to sign 3 new. They can sign 3 new to be silver, but they can just get their 3 to order as well. So that's huge. If you have questions about that, let us know, because that truly is a huge, huge, huge incentive that everyone needs to be working with their teams on. Okay, so the next thing, and I know the ladies are probably going to talk about all this, but I just wanted to touch base on it and let you know some things that I'm doing today. We have rolled out a new program called Plexus Perks, and it actually rolls out. We can start next month, but you get bonus for this month. So you want to make sure you have 100 PV for the month, and you want to make sure that your subscription is set to 100 PV for next month. You will start earning credits depending on what your PV is every month, and that is it what your PV is every month, or what your PV from that subscription is every month, right? What your PV from your own subscription is every month, you will earn credits. And starting in January, those credits will equal some kind of free product. Now, it's not like dollar for dollar or anything like that, but it's credits that will get you free product. So one thing that I have noticed today, I've been looking through a lot of reports. We have tons and tons and tons of people that have between 90 and 99 PV this month, guys. They probably don't even realize it, but this is an opportunity to call them, to reach out to them and say, hey, we have this amazing new Plexus Perks program coming. Make sure and get your order to 100. They can order a sample. They can order something super small. Because if you do that and set your subscription to 100 PV, next month you will start collecting credits for free products. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm all about these perks for all these different companies. Like, seriously, I got a brand new pair of shoes yesterday at Nordstrom for free because of perks. I use Perks everywhere. I use Perks at Chick-fil-A. I use Perks everywhere. And the funny thing to me is I'm such a goal person. Like when Chick-fil-A rolled theirs out, I was like, I've got to be red. I've got to be red with Chick-fil-A. I didn't know what red with Chick-fil-A meant. And Luke uses the points, but these Perks are such the hot thing right now that I will spend $5 more to get Perks, and so will other people. So please, please, please reach out to all of your people and let them know that, because people don't read emails. And if they're not super active on our team pages, or if they're not just super active with Plexus, they probably don't even know that these Perks have been rolled out. So anyways, that's my take on that. Look through your report. It literally will take you 5 seconds to pull your report up. You can look and see who has what amount, and just make sure everybody knows about it, even if they have 100 PV. Your subscription, okay, so here's the deal with the subscription. It does not have to be set to unconditional, but it has to run every month or you lose your Perks. So I always have, mine is set to unconditional. Mine goes all the time. But if you set it to conditional and you have 100 PV and it doesn't go out that month, then you're going to lose all the perk credits that you have. So it can be conditional, but you have to make sure it goes through, because if you have 100 PV and it's set at conditional, it's not going to go through. And your order, just going in there, placing your regular manual order, is not going to count for the perks. It's only subscription orders that are going to count for the perks. And so my suggestion is to set it unconditional. You can go in and change it every month. Just go in and edit it. Don't delete it, edit it to change to what you need for each month. Does that make sense? Okay. So anyways, more will be coming out about that. I'm sure we'll learn more and more, but that's what I have learned from it. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about very quickly is our new product, collagen. And that actually was on a, I know Ariel listened to this too. I was on a training call for it last week before it rolled out. And it's very interesting. Like, everyone needs collagen, right? So I'm just going to just read a couple things that I learned about it, because this is another way to reach out to people. It's a whole nother market that people can share. Collagen is a super hot item right now out in the world. And so we have it, and we have an amazing, amazing quality of collagen. So, okay. So one thing I learned was, well, first you can mix it with anything. So a lot of people just play with it. Some people like it in their active. Some people like it in their slim. Some people like it in their lean. Make sure and shake it up real good. And don't give up if you don't like the way it tastes in one thing. Try it in something else. I know Diane tried hers with one thing and then tried it with another, and she loves it in lean. So anyways, just try it. You can mix it with anything. Like, I think you can even like put it in yogurt and mix it like that. So just, you can mix it with anything. Janice Jackson, she was talking about it, and she actually does it with her seltzer water, and she likes it that way. So different things. And Ariel, hop in here if I'm saying something wrong. Okay, so collagen is the biggest component in our body after water. I thought that was crazy. And at the age of 21, your body starts producing less collagen. And so like 1% less at the age of 21. Y'all, that's crazy. Like, to think that at 21, we already start aging. Because I know, I look at how I looked when I was 21. I was like, wow. We have types 1 and types 3 collagen in our mixture. And that helps with skin, with fine lines, with, I'm trying to, like, skin proteins. It's type 1 and type 3. It's grass-fed. It's highly bioavailable. Others don't have as much peptides as well. Y'all know I'm not an ingredient girl. So anyways, I'm just wanting to let y'all know some of the different ways that ours is different. Ours is a bovine and fish collagen. So make sure people do know that, because if there is some kind of fish allergy or something, you just want to make them aware. Let's see. What else? I'm trying to read. I did this in the car while I was somewhere. It has prebiotics, so it has the XOS. It has biotin, vitamin C and E, which are antioxidants. It comes from a there's a superfood blend in it. I mean, it's a clinical dose of biotin. So if you're taking, this is one thing, Ariel, this is right what they said. If you're taking biotin somewhere else, this can replace that because it's a clinical dosage amount of biotin in this product. So anyways, I'm sure these speakers have way more information than I have. This was just a super short call that I got some information about. I'm just kind of trying to helps protect skin proteins. Ariel, do you have anything to add?
No, I was just going over the little sample that we got, and I think you said everything on it, the collagen, the super blend, types 1 and 3.
Says we have put the right type of collagen in the body, which will also stimulate normal collagen to grow. So people are seeing hair, skin, nails, eyelashes. Janice Jackson said she knows her eyelashes are longer. So many different things. So just be learning what you can. I know tonight, I believe on the product call tonight, which is on the Plexus Ambassador community page, they're doing a call over this product. And so that will give you lots of information as well. You can go watch that. But it really is a great product, and literally everybody needs this. So anyways, that's what I learned. I know that I will learn more as time comes, but reach out to people and let them know that they have it. Oh, that's one more thing. Right now there is the package. If you order the package, what is it called? Ariel, do you know the Brighten? If you order the package that has collagen in it, it has slim, collagen, and lean, you get free hemp for the month. So
treat yourself bright.
You have to order the certain package.
Treat yourself bright.
Treat yourself bright. So if you, that's another way to reach out to people. People are wanting this hemp right now. They can order this package, and that will come along with it, you know, from another mailing. So anyways, I know that was kind of jumbled, but I wanted to get in what I knew. But yeah, so I'm super excited that we have some speakers today that were there. And so I'm going to let them take it away. I have to hop off in 15 minutes, but Scott's going to be here to stop the recording, and Ariel is going to finish it up. So if y'all have any questions about any of this new stuff, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. But reach out to us and ask us, because we want to help for sure. But please don't, please don't take advantage of this time to reach out to your ambassadors. If you don't, pick up the phone and call them. If they are your level ones, pick up the phone and call them. Seriously, they're your friends. Don't be scared. Pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, we have these great things going on. I want to let you know about it. So next month it'll be available individually, Megan. I think. Is that correct, Ariel? Isn't that what I heard? Okay. Anyway, so who's first? Did I say Diane was first? Is that right? Okay. I'm going to let Ariel take over because I'm kind of all over the place. But so Diane, what number is this for you, Diane? 5?
6.
6. Okay. So go ahead.
Hi. I'm Diane Gerardis. I'm Senior Ruby. This was my 6th Leaders Retreat. And I guess my first thing that I love about Leaders Retreat, I remember my first one was in Orlando in 2014. And it was amazing, and they spoil you. So starting from that year on, I always think, oh, they can't top that. They can't spoil us more. They can't do anything better. And then last year we were on the cruise, and I really thought, okay, are they going to do a cruise every year? How can it be more fun? How can it be better? And then it was. I mean, it's just different. And so our opening reception was on the USS Midway, and that was just incredible. Our family, we really love the military, and thank you. My dogs are barking, and Dan's letting them in. So it really was special for me just that to be on the ship and just to see it all. I've actually toured that ship before, but it was really, really neat. They had everything open up. They had simulators for us. And then downstairs there was a DJ and a buffet of the appetizers or whatever. It was really a full meal, but it's just small things. And then you go up to the upper deck, and you know, all the aircraft are up there to look at, and they had our band, you know, the Plexus band. If you've ever been to Leaders Retreat, they are our band. I don't even remember the name of them. I don't know what they're called. I really should know that, because they have literally been the Plexus band. And if you've been to convention, they're our band. I see
That's
Kayla
what I call
shaking
it,
her
the
head.
Plexus band. I don't know who they. I mean, I
really don't know.
They're so much fun. Yeah,
They're amazing. And even at like our Halloween party is the last night, they always dress up. They are just full out. Oh, you're right. Bill Hawkins band. That's it. But what's funny, and I mean, they might say this at every event they go to, but Saturday night during the Halloween party, they said, when we see Plexus on our schedule, we get really excited. And, maybe he says that to the event they were at last week, but I honestly believe him because we have so much fun at those parties with that band, and they're just so much fun. So, anyway, it's just one of the weird things because like we recognize all the singers, all of the band players. It's funny because you feel like you know them and they don't know who we are, but whatever. So the fun, it's always so much fun. And the speakers, you guys. So I'm a nurse, and so I've always, I love Sarah Marble, and I always love hearing her speak because I can connect with her. And she worked nights, I worked nights. She was in labor and delivery. I was in newborn nursery. So, I mean, her story always connects with me. And now there is Brooke Hemingway. And if you've ever heard her speak, I mean, she's just phenomenal. And you can listen to her YouTubes, and she's just a really good speaker and always, seems genuine and it's from her heart. And well, she spoke, and I mean, she's the one I'm picking out because I'm a nurse. But all the speakers were amazing, but she just, she can just really bring it out for you. And she talked about, I took pictures of some of her slides. She talked to us a lot about how the things you say to yourself, and that, what do you believe? What are you buying into every day? Well, if you're telling yourself that I'm not influential enough, I'm not extroverted, I'm not good with social media, I'm not a good mom if I pursue my dream. I mean, gosh, y'all, see, she was just amazing. And then, so she talked about the path to success is through daily intentional action. Hello. And she talks about becoming a master of your time and your emotions and your surroundings and your money. And I don't remember if it was her, if it was Jessica Heffley. It might've been Jessica Heffley that said, it's okay if we make money with Plexus and have more money and financial freedom. Like, we shouldn't feel guilty for that. And I think a lot of us do. And then Brooke ended kind of with some questions to ask yourself. And one thing that just really hit me is I think sometimes we try to do so much. Like, we're like, okay, I'm going to be all in. I'm going to do all of this and all of this, and I'm going to do it every day. And it lasts 3 days, and then you quit. And so you're not really working anymore. And it's just really easy to do that. But what she really pushed was, what do I need more of in this area? What do I need less of in this area? And what is one thing I can do to improve in this area today? So you don't have to do all the things every day. If you just do something, I think people would be surprised at what can happen if you just start somewhere. But I actually have her speaking on video. There was a gal, so when she came out, she was kind of funny. She said she was so excited that in rehearsal, she did a cartwheel, and that was part of her thing. And but her dress she wore was really fitting and long. And she was like, I can't really do that, but I could do push-ups. And she was kind of joking. And somebody up at the front said, do it. So y'all, she dropped down and did some beautiful push-ups. I was impressed. So I started videoing after that. Well, there was a gal in front of me that was videoing, and I tapped her later. I'm like, did you get the push-ups on video? She goes, I think I did. And I said, well, will you put it on YouTube and send it to me? And she was like, yeah. And it turns out Brooke is her upline. She's her sponsor. And I was like, that's so funny, of all people for me to ask. So she had flown all the way from Hawaii for Leaders Retreat. I thought that was kind of cool. Of course, there were people from Australia and Canada and all that, but still, Hawaii's far. So anyway, I just loved Brooke. So I have that recording, so I can post it on the Team Anderson today for y'all to listen to. But it was pretty amazing. Okay, that's all I got. And the products were great. And I'm sure somebody will talk about some of the other things, but I can't say everything. So
thank you. It was awesome. You were awesome. And I'm so proud of you for going again. And I know that you know how important it is to go. And I know like it also fills your cup. You know, I think that as in anything with life, we have to have our cups filled sometimes too. And I feel like Fluxus events always come just about the right time where, you know, you're running out of gas a little bit. You need just a little bit of a like encouragement and pep you up and reminder of why you do this, because I promise at any Fluxus event, you'll be reminded of why you said yes, why you do this, and why you continue to do this, even in ups and downs and all arounds, right?
And it's a sacrifice every time to go. I mean, I don't put everything out there, but you know, my daughter's birthday was Thursday when we left. She turned 13. She turned 12 while we were on the cruise last year, and she may mention that quite often that we completely missed her birthday last year. She's also the middle child, so she says things a lot. So, but we had her party last weekend, and then we just, you know, I mean, the only thing I gave her, I was like, I can wait till you go to school on your birthday, and then is it okay if I leave? And she was like, yes, that's fine. So I don't know. It's hard, but she may not say it out loud, but she knows I go to this every year. And I think she gets it that they don't just give it to me. I have to work for it. So I think it's also showing her something too, you know, that it's important for me. So.
For sure. Yeah. And I know I was chatting with her and Kaylin, who's another one of our senior rubies, and y'all, like, seriously, like, chatting back and forth with them at one point, I told them, I said, y'all, like, I literally am in tears because just hearing their excitement and their renewed energy, and it just 6.5 years later, there's a reason why we're still doing this. But you have to fill your cup. And so this is just one way too. Speaking of that, one thing I forgot, I knew I'd forget something. Super Saturday registration and convention registration is open. Be there no matter what. It may be a sacrifice. You may have to drive. You may have to save money. You may have to eat peanut butter and jelly instead of going to dinner one night. Save your money to get to convention. Get to Leaders Retreat, even if you have to drive 4 hours to get to, not Leaders Retreat, I'm sorry, to Super Saturday. Get there, guys. Like I said, you have to have your cups filled. These things are amazing, absolutely amazing. I see Susan's on here, and she drove from, we had a corporate thing in Dallas just recently, and it was just like maybe a 3-hour event that corporate came into, and Susan literally got up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and drove from Houston to be there and turned around and drove back home so she could be there. I mean, it was her whole Saturday, but it was a sacrifice she made, and I know she didn't regret doing that for sure, you know. Sometimes we do have to sacrifice missing a game. Believe me, like, I know it, since I hate missing my kids' things, but sometimes we have to definitely do those things for our business. And so I'm not saying miss everything. I'm not saying you miss the last game of your child's senior year. I'm not saying that. But I know one year Alicia came to convention for literally like one day because Georgia was graduating. And so she flew in and then left so she could get back for all the graduation festivities. I promise you won't ever regret doing these things. I think it fills your cup personally too, in so many ways. I really do. It's a great business thing, but it also fills your cup up personally. So anyways, thank you, Diane, for being on and for always pushing. And next we have Kayla, and I'm going to run with this one, so I don't have to listen later, Kayla, but Ariel is going to finish up. So thank y'all for being on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Beth. That was a perfect segue to what I was really excited to kind of share with you guys. My name's Kayla Sandlin. I'm also a senior Ruby, and this was my 4th Leaders Retreat trip. And man, it's so true because I will be completely vulnerable and honest with you guys. I toyed with taking the extra $500 or going on this trip. I went back and forth, and man, we could use that extra $500, right? We could use it here, here, and here. And I went back and forth, and for whatever reason, obviously the Lord had a plan, but it just didn't sit well with my spirit. It just didn't sit for me. That's for me. And so I just clicked register, and then no turning back kind of thing. And I'll be really honest with you guys, this was a very refreshing trip for me out of all 4 years, because the reason I toyed back and forth with going is because, I just want some of you guys, you can be honest, like raise your hand if you want to, or just nod your head. How many of you guys have ever been in a position within your journey of Plexus and you just thought, should I really be doing this? Is this really for me? Is it really going to work? All of those questions that we ask ourselves, that's where I was, even 4 years in, even seeing what Senior Rubies can make, all of these things, even knowing the people I help. It's just Satan can attack us with these lies. And so this week, as Diane and everyone has kind of talked in on, we've had so many great announcements. We had so many great new product, and we also have some great new challenge boxes that are going to be coming our way, which I'm so excited about. But for me, I just want to kind of share with you guys my heart and see if it might relate to someone else who is in that. Should I go to Leaders Retreat? Should I not? Should I even try for Leaders Retreat, or should I not? That kind of world, it happens and it's real. So one of my favorite speakers this weekend was Jessica Heffley. And if you've never heard her videos or you've never heard her speak, she just comes out and she is a spitfire and she is full of energy and she is a rip the Band-Aid off kind of girl, which I love it because a lot of times, y'all, that's just what we need. Right? We just need, just like we tell our kids, sometimes we just need to suck it up and we need to do it. There's times in different seasons, but sometimes we just have to do the hard things if we want the things that we want in life. And she was really that for me. And so what really got me, I don't know how many of you guys are mamas or dads on this call, or have little ones that you look after or that you love. But she brought up the picture of her and her sweet little girl. And just the most precious picture. And she asked us a question. She said, if you're a parent or you have little ones that you love, I want you to think about something. She said, would you ever think of or dream of saying these kinds of things to your little ones? Things like, quit trying, honey, you might as well give up. Are you sure this is for you? I just don't know that you're that good at it. I don't think you're good enough. Stop dreaming. Haven't you realized you're not there yet? You're not worth it. You're not good enough. You're not like her. You can't do the things that she can do or that he can do. I mean, can you guys even, thinking about it right now gives me chills up and down my body. Ever even dreaming of it makes me emotional, ever dreaming of saying those things to my two little boys. I never would even want to utter the words because they don't think they could ever form to come out of my mouth. So why do we speak to ourselves that way? Why do we tell ourselves, is this really for you, Kayla? Is this really the path that you should be going? Is this good enough? Janice even said that phrase, which I really thought was interesting. She said the phrase good enough is really just us settling. Do we close our book for the day and say, yeah, I think we were good. We worked good enough. Or we could tell our child that as they're working towards a goal, it was good enough. First of all, that makes you think less of yourself. And second of all, you're settling for something. Don't be good enough. Keep going. And so hearing Jessica talk and just kind of share a little bit more, especially for me, capturing from my mother's view, who Plexus has allowed me to stay home. I would not be a stay-at-home mom, which was my dream today and for 4 years now, and my oldest is 4, unless it was for this Plexus opportunity. I would not be replacing that full-time income. And so why do I always go to the negative instead of looking at what we already have, what we have been given? And so I don't know how many of you are believers on this call, but I will say that I have been looking at it in a different perspective from this weekend and looking at that everything that we have has been given to us, right? Our kids have been given to us, our finances, our home, where we live, everything has been given to us, and we're called to be stewards of it. We're not called to be the number one mom in the whole world, right? We all fail at that. Or the number one wife in the world, or the best Plexus person in the whole entire company. Not that those are bad things to strive for, but that's not who I'm called to be. I'm called to be a good steward of what I have. And so I don't know if you guys are like me, but I am a personality with my business, with everything I do. I'm all in or I'm all out. And so Jessica really touched on this as well, is sometimes when we're all in or we're all out, then I tell you what, if you're like me, then when we're all out, we get burnt out and we don't even know where to start. We overwhelm ourselves. We get things so complicated when really this business is simple. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's so simple. And so what she used, analogy, I don't know how many of you guys are friends that watch the show Friends, definitely a Friends lover over here, but she used the word pivot. And so if you're a Friends lover, you definitely know what that phrase is from. But she just talked about in our businesses, maybe you're trying something and it isn't working. That's okay. It doesn't mean you have to scratch everything and start over. Just pivot. Make small transitions to try something new, whether it's for your health, whether it's for your business, whatever it might be. That this is, as this is our company, she had us write down what would be your dream amount to make. Remember I told you she's a Band-Aid like ripper. She said, what would be your dream amount of money to make? So people are writing it down. I want you guys to like think about it too. What would be your dream income to make with Plexus? So we sat there and kind of thought about it and wrote it down. She said, awesome. She said, cross it out and double it. That's what your potential is. So she's like, quit settling, quit being good enough. Set that dream and double it. She said, because I am telling you it's possible, but we just have to make sure that we're not talking to ourselves the way that we would never talk to our kids or to those people that we love. We have to put belief in ourselves, because if we don't believe in ourselves, other people aren't going to believe in us. They are going to follow our lead. They're going to follow our confidence. They're going to follow our love and our passion. And so for me, as you know, everything was great. I mean, I love the parties. I love the community. I love the announcement, but I just really needed that particular subject that Jessica spoke on. And I hope that that maybe can resonate with someone else, to just show that even being in it 4 years or a senior Ruby, I've been there. I thought about settling. I thought about taking the $500. I sometimes have called myself Plexus bipolar, because sometimes I'm like, is this for me? Yes, I'm all in. Is this for me? Yes, I'm all in. And my husband and I joke about it, but for some reason, the Lord has never actually had me quit. And that's because I'm just supposed to be a good steward of what I've been given. And just like Diane says, just like Sarah Marble always says, small things done consistently will equal massive results. And that's the beauty of this company. You fit it into your life, you make goals, you go for them. If you fail, guess what? It's okay. That's hard for a number 1 on the Enneagram kind of person, which is a perfectionist. If you fail, it's okay. It's only not okay when you fail and you don't learn from it and try it again. So I hope that encourages you guys. It was a great weekend for me, and I just kind of wanted to be open and share my heart about where I was, and maybe that might resonate with someone else.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. I love that. First of all, I'm so jealous that I didn't get to go to Leaders Retreat. That's my favorite event. I hope they change it that we can go again, because it's amazing. And also, kudos to you guys for not taking that $500, because that experience is worth so much more than the $500. I know at the time I'd be thinking the same thing, like, oh, we could really use that $500 for this or for our kids to put away. But going and making the effort, I think that's amazing. So kudos to you guys for doing the big things and going. That's amazing. And also Jessica Heffley, she's amazing. She's awesome. If you guys are on Instagram, make sure you follow her. She's one of the people I always make sure I go to her stories. Her name on Instagram is just type in Jessica Heffley and you can find her. She goes live on her stories probably at least once a day, and she always gives inspirational, motivational. She just recently did something talking about the money. I don't remember if it was Kayla or Diane that said that, but she's real big into that, not to be ashamed of the money. So go follow her if you are not already. She puts, when I'm feeling down, listening to her, huge belief back into me. So I strongly encourage you guys to do that too. And I also love what you guys said, how she said, what you think your potential is, to double that. When Beth and I started, we thought our potential was $500. So, I mean, it's amazing what this business can do. I'm going to take that back to my team that you just shared, Kayla. So thank you. That was awesome. Okay, next up. Oh,
Can you hear me? Sorry, I'm in the car.
Now I can.
Jessica's about
You
to
sounded
start
like a robot.
I noticed. It's me. It's Beth.
Okay, I can't hear you anymore. Okay, love you, Beth. Can't hear you, but I know we'll figure it out.
Sorry,
Don't worry.
Jessica's in the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Yes, she is. She's starting a podcast, y'all. So make sure you follow her on. Thank you, Beth. Sorry. Yes, she has a podcast. Make sure you follow her on Facebook as well, because I know she's been talking about that. Another good podcast that I started listening to as well is Emily Gibson. Follow her on Instagram too. I'll look up her name. I don't remember what her name is on there, but she gives awesome stuff as well. So those are really good people to follow. Okay.
I'm very dumb about podcasts. So like I have this app that says podcast. Do I look for them there?
Yes.
Okay.
Emily, like on her, she posted a link or something because I'm computer stupid. So it was like a link and that was all. I don't know. So,
Okay.
But we'll figure it out. Okay. Next is Lisa Mayer, and I'm super excited to hear from her. This was her first leaders retreat ever. Okay, and you guys, listen to what she has to say. I'll let you tell them because it's super exciting. So, okay, go ahead, take it away, Lisa.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm from Grand Island, Nebraska, and I am a gold with Plexus. And this was my first leaders retreat, and the shopping spree experience was incredible. Yes, it was exciting. My husband said, no, I'm going to go fishing. I'm not going to go to a shopping spree. You just go yourself. I said, all the other husbands are going. So he came along and he was glad he did. I mean, I even let him get a pair of sunglasses, got my inside out diamond earrings. I already had my list planned, and just seeing the founders of the company walking around shopping with you, the diamonds, they're all there. And you really realize they're just regular people. I mean, I didn't go up and take pictures with them. Only the one, Carl, I did do that to him and his wife. But I think that was a big takeaway for me, is when you look at these people, and I was in the bathroom and Celeste was in there, and she just started talking. And here she is, the first double diamond in the company, which I wasn't even aware of. And just a stay-at-home mom who wanted to stay at home. And they just over and over said, I was sitting right where you were thinking, is this for me? Could I do it? And what Kayla just said, am I content where I'm at? I'm making the consistent $500 a month. Is that good enough? What do I want from this? And that's what I took away from the weekend was, if you want more, go for it. Anybody can do it. These products are great and they're affordable and they have the system in place. So the send, share, and invite is what I probably took away from it the most, because it's something I'm not using. I'm waiting for the training on it, which is going to be on a Super Saturday. I use it, but I'm probably not as efficient as I'd like to be with it. I kind of stumble around with it, trying to get it to send and find the ones I want. And I know it's just a time issue for me to go in and really know the system. But everyone that got up and spoke on stage really preached to use the tools. They have them out there for us where they were never out there before. And then the 5 packets of a 3-day sample of products that we're all going to be able to buy November 12th, I believe. And that's going to be super cool, because then it's that $20 coupon that the people will be able to get their money back, because they equate. I think we're going to be able to get 5 packets for $89, and that includes shipping. So yeah, I ordered mine. They'll ship November 12th. So again, use the tools they're putting out there. They're making it so easy. And I think everyone that got up on stage spoke said, go to your contacts in your phone, go to your Facebook friends, and just make your list over and over and work the business. And Instagram, a lot of them are using Instagram. The girl we met, and that's another fun thing about being there, is just talking to people. And we met a girl who, I think she has been in 11 months, and she had autoimmune issues. And she just said, I just reached out and said a prayer, and I said, okay, tomorrow if I sign on to Instagram and I get another message from one of these 25 people in my Instagram that are always talking about Plexus, I'm going with it. And that's what she did. And she's like symptom free. She was telling us how her joints no longer ache, how she's just feels incredible. So just socializing, mingling, hearing stories was another great thing. And then, yeah, every speaker, and Jessica, I think Kayla just touched on that, but she is one that I've never listened to and never really heard of, but I'm definitely going to start following her and her podcast and do something daily. That's what I have to do each day, is get up and do something daily. And it's usually Emily Gibson or Brooke Hemingway. So it was great seeing them face to face there. That's about all I have.
Awesome. Thank you. You guys, did you hear that? Lisa, this was your first time, and she was a shopping spree earner. Kudos to you. Congratulations. When Beth said that, she's like, make sure she says that she won the shopping spree. That is amazing. So you are doing great in your journey. I'm so happy for you. I want to see pictures. Post them on the Team Anderson page, because that's a huge, huge accomplishment. And I love the fact too about your husband, how you told that story. My husband didn't have any belief in Plexus until the first time we went to Hawaii. And then he was like looking around, he's like, okay, we can do this. I can do this too. Like, and I'm like, yes, you can do this. So that's when he decided to be all in. So I think it's great when husbands come and they see what it's all about and become part of the culture. Yep. So for sure. And then hearing the stories, that just builds belief. I can't say enough about the belief building. And like Beth said, you guys, get to convention, hearing those stories. If you're feeling right now, I've been there too. I've been taking Plexus products for over 7 years. So when Kayla was talking about those ups and downs, are you in the right place? I have been there. I have been through the trenches. I have felt it. I've talked to people on this about it. And this is where we are called to be. Absolutely. So stick with it. Build your belief. Go listen to those stories. We just did an event this past Sunday, and just hearing people here local share what the products have done for them, it gets me excited again. It fills my cup again, and it makes me want to reach out to my people and share these stories. So if y'all are feeling down, just don't. Keep going. I promise you, it is worth it. So I think those are our only speakers. If anybody has any questions, I see Diane's raising her hand, and I know she's just going to start talking. So go ahead.
Well, I want to make sure. I know Lisa mentioned the 3-day challenge pack.
Yeah, talk about that.
I don't know if they've sent an email about that yet, because it doesn't launch until November 12th. And it's kind of a big deal. And Brooke what they said about Brooke is that she built her business doing 3-day challenges. So I'm sure she would do like groups on Facebook, but these launch packs, I mean, I'll have to post some pictures on the team page, but it comes in a box, and then at each 3-day, it's not just like they're getting a 3-day trial. Each day has MetaBurn, Lean, a Slim Hunger Control, and an Active. They get 3 days of that for $20, and it's free shipping, and they get a $20 coupon.
Wait, time out. So I didn't know about this. This was the first time I heard it. I don't think we've gotten an email. I don't think so. I mean, it's insane. It's $20 for all of that for 3 days.
And each little, like, I can try to show y'all. Each little thing, like, can you see this? So that's when you have the packet open, and it has each little sample, and then like it looks like this.
So we need to do a big team. Okay, I'm going to talk to Beth and Alicia. We're going to get some 3-day challenges going.
Yeah, also, Ariel, they are also going to be giving us graphics and all the content to run 3-day challenges.
Yes.
So they're basically doing all the work for us. We just need to get the samples into people's hands.
Yeah.
And they're going to get a $20 off coupon. So really, the person purchasing it for $20 with free shipping, if they order products after that, think about it, they're really getting it free because they're getting a $20 coupon back. And so they're setting it up for amazing success and really good products, more than just one sample. You're really getting, you know, like she said, the lean, Metaburn, slim, and active with recipes in it, workouts in it, tips in it. It's awesome.
It has a
little box, and there are literally 3 pamphlets, like Diane was saying. It's amazing, and it looks beautiful.
It has a morning regimen, an afternoon regimen, a lunch regimen. I mean, it is crazy. And I think, you know, of course, everybody asks, can you pick the lean? I'm pretty sure they said 2 of the days have a chocolate lean, 1 of the days has a vanilla. Mm-hmm. And you know what? People just have to suck it up. Just try it. If you don't like the chocolate, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, there are only so many things that you can be able to choose. But
and you get one of each. It's fine. Whatever. Deal with it.
$20 for 3 days of lean, 3 days of Metaburn, 3 days of slim, and 3 days of active. I mean, that's a steal. And then that they get a coupon too. It is so cool. And yes, I forgot about that they were going to give us all the graphics. I mean, it'll make 3-day challenges so easy to do. I mean, we should be doing them every week.
So, quick question. This is going to launch November 12th.
Yes.
And what is the name of it? Do we know?
It's just a 3-day challenge is what it's called. And it's like in a box. Here, I'll try.
And also, they said that on November 11th for the Monday motivational call, it's going to all be about 3-day challenge. So they're going to talk about it and do a lot more training on it as to how to present it, how to use it, and how to share it. Using our send, share, invite on the motivational call on November 11th.
So and then if you want to order your own, like, you know, like for $20, some people might give them to people to use as a 3-day challenge, or if somebody wants to Venmo you the $20 and you give it to them, you can get 5 of those 3-day challenge packs for $89.95. And that gives you, and it gives you $20 in PV too. But that's a steal also. Yeah. I mean, it's really, really exciting.
Oh, I'm super excited. I didn't even know about this. Like, I'm going to call Beth whenever she's done, and we got to get 3-day challenges going. Let's finish this month strong, guys, or this year strong, and then set ourselves up for January. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys for sharing that, because that's something new that I learned on this call. So thanks. Awesome. Does anybody else have anything else to share before we?
I'll say one last thing. Sorry. I took a picture. I was just scrolling through my pictures of the 3-day challenge, and I found a picture that I took. One day we were sitting at the end of a row. I mean, every day, y'all, there's babies everywhere. I love that Plexus allows that and doesn't say, you know, no kids allowed. I mean, there's a video of a kid that's probably 3 or 4 years old jamming out on the stage with the band at the Halloween party. I mean, he is rocking out. It's hilarious. But there was this one section, you know, where there's no chairs and there's babies crawling around. And it's just so precious that these moms can still be successful and have a business and be home with their little bitty kids. I mean, mine are all in school, so it's a little bit different for me, but I mean, what a gift that would be, you know? So I just love that about our company, is that there's always a million strollers.
Me too. I do too. It really is all about family at Plexus. So awesome. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Thanks, guys. Thank you for sharing with us. And I'm really excited about those little 3-day packs. So get out there. There's still 3 days left this month. Okay. Let's all get those re-ranks. Let's be adding 3 people, getting the $150. There's so many exciting things. If you're under me and you need help, reach out. If you're under Beth, Alicia, we are all here to help you. We're one team. So let's do it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.